It's really clear that Beatrice is still experiencing really fresh grief, that some of the things that she's experiencing are flashbacks and some deep depression, I would say, around being able to connect. I don't know a lot about how she connects with faith, but it is clear that faith is super important to how she sees herself in the world. And so my question that I asked her first was to open the door to get a baseline in how she understands faith, how she understands Santos, how she um, has connected in the past, and how does she know that she's not able to connect now? Because sometimes we haven't put words to the feeling of connection, and so we don't know how to articulate, how to understand, and how to um, recognize when we actually are connected. And so I would be listening really carefully to her answer to see, how does she feel it in her body? How does she feel it in her heart? How does she feel it in her mind? What function does that connection play for her in her life? Um, Also, in terms of, what are some key stories that are critical in her understanding her faith, would help me get inside her worldview and would help me get a better sense of how I can speak her language within that framework. I think what I would be trying to look for would be ways that she can find soothing, ways that she could create space for her grief. And then also, you know, help her maybe grapple with, if it seems appropriate, the fact that sometimes when we're having so many emotions and we're so present to them, that we need to actually work through how they are manifesting before we even have space to connect with anything outside. And so, almost like holding off the judgment part of it, and working with the here and now, so that those moments of connection, those moments of peace can sort of organically begin to sprout. And because we've had that conversation about like what her worldview is and how she feels spirit in her life, that I could recognize them for her and point them out when they're happening in the moment, and she could begin to bring them in and connect with them and hopefully feel reconnected and less abandoned in her life right now.